Good day, everyone. This is Brandy, aka Be the Truth, and I just want to come through and give just a short message. As you can see, I'm in my hideout spot. It was starting to rain on me, and I couldn't be outside in the sun like I wanted to. But anyhow, so on this spiritual journey, I always talk about the foundation of faith is most important before you get started in anything. That faith foundation is detrimental to your success and your safety in these spiritual streets, real talk. Because although the spiritual world is very, very, very real, you have to know how to maneuver through it. And if your heart space is not right, you're open to any and everything. No matter how good you think you are at your tarot readings or whatever divination that you're into, you are leaving yourself open if you do not have that faith foundation and that righteous spirit and a balanced heart space, first and foremost. Within that balanced heart space, that gives clarity to your readings, any divination that you are into, any divination practices that you operate in. That balanced heart space and that righteous path makes your readings more accurate. There's a lot of individuals that's just jumped on this bandwagon because A is getting them paid. That's it. It's getting them paid. And it seems easy. Anybody can pick up a deck of tarot cards and read them. Anybody can. It comes with instructions on what each card means. And yes, the person reading may not have a soul understanding, but because they read the understanding, they think they know what they're doing, and then they go forth. That is very, very, very dangerous, because operating in these spiritual streets, you attract whatever spirit you are operating in. And if you are operating in the wrong spirit, trying to do the right thing, you're still going to get those negative consequences all day long. Not only that, operating in subjects like divination, and if you're not completely balanced and where you need to be spiritually, you open yourself up for attacks. You will become sick, off and on, constant sickness. You will start to experience lack. You will experience some things that'll break you down on a whole nother level, and that's when that level of faith comes in. Because regardless of what you go through, your faith will carry you through if you know how to operate it. On this spiritual journey, you will come to a point where your faith will be tested to the max, which what I am experiencing at this moment. I'm not gonna front. What's holding me strong is my faith, my foundation, the word, what the word says. You understand? Yes, people will tell you that the Bible is nonsense and this and that. In real life, the Bible was really a copy of the original Bible from the Ethiopians. And they took out what they wanted to take out and they manipulated the rest. So some of a whole lot of that Bible, you understand, you take it with a grain of salt. But then it's also a book of spells and instructions for the righteous ones. That's exactly what it is. So right now I find myself going through a time, and I ain't gonna lie, baby, my back is up against the corner and the old me really want to come out. But I also understand that I have done the work. I have done the work from the inside out. I can read cards. I can do certain things as far as divination, but I won't, not for $1. I am more interested in saving people's souls, allowing them to recognize who and what they are and how to walk in it and stand on it. That is more or less my goal. And then whenever I'm led to pull out them cards, that's when I will do it, by the grace. Whenever you operate on that righteous path, you will always be covered. You will always receive what you need right when you need it. Yeah, you'll be up against the walls and pinned into a corner and breaking out in a sweat. Your knees will be a little shaky, baby. On God. But then that's when you stand on the word. You know, The righteous will never be out begging, doing without, as long as they make use of what they have in the proper way. Again, the whole message is to make sure you have your faith foundation in place before you start playing in these spiritual streets. That shit is no joke. Divination is really what got the Israelites in trouble. That's really what got us at the bottom of the barrel. You understand? In the position that we're in to this present day, because they did not listen. They took those divination tools and they relied more on them than they did on the source that allowed them to operate in that spirit. Understand? We are not to rely solely on divination for no reason. That there is witchcraft. You are dependent on something that really is a tool. We are to depend on our help. The universal God, the Most High, call it what you want. Those of us who operate as gods and goddesses, we also understand that we are the little g, meaning that we have control of our reality to a somewhat. But we have no total control on nothing. That is for the source, the Almighty. And they provide according to the will, according to your works, according to how you live your life. Without that faith foundation, operating in the spiritual streets will bring on a lot of confusion. And then a lot of individuals will find themselves in sticky situations, and then they go off into the negative side of divination. Yes, you can conjure up spells to produce outcomes. But then within doing that, you also have consequences to come along with it, because you're making deals with spiritual beings that you have no idea for real what you're dealing with. Especially if you're not of the righteous path, you are, honey, you're calling on and being used by ain't no telling what. So again, the moral of the story is make sure you have your faith foundation solid and steady. So whenever the tests and the trials come through, you have a firm foundation to stand on. Whenever it looks like everything is falling down around you, you have that scripture, you have the word to stand on, to know that all things work for the good of those who are called by the Most High and who have gotten on their post. Not just gotten on their post to watch and act like they know what's going on, but they have gotten on their post and they've waited for their assignment, and they're walking in their assignment righteously. Not perfectly, but righteously. And what I mean by righteous is you are walking by the laws of the Most High. You are not causing no hurt, harm, or danger to anyone. You only get in your stance when absolutely necessary. Otherwise, you allow your spirit team to do what they do. And trust me, baby, they will do. When I say I have literally sat and watched one person for sure, and a second one is kind of iffy, but I have literally watched people reap what they sow playing with me. I am not perfect, but never will I tell a lie. Never will I start no trouble. Never will I set a trap. But if you come for me, I'm going to get in my stance. By the grace, I've come a long way, because I was quick, you understand, to get on bullshit. Nowadays, when I get in my stance, I'm going to speak my truth. And when you speak truth to a person that know they own nonsense, they have no other choice but to go along with it. They're going to recognize what it is, and they're going to get up at your way. Now, behind your back, ain't no telling what they're doing, but to your face, they ain't going to be about nothing. So again, going back to the moral of the story, get your faith in order. Make sure you are standing on a firm foundation that is going to save your life. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's going through this. There's probably a lot of people that's going through a lot of different scenarios right now that is truly on their spiritual path, and they're probably confused and don't know what to do, ready to give up. Baby, trust me, I know. Ready just to give up. But that is not the time to fold. That's the time to stand firm. Whenever you've done all you can do, Be still and know that the Most High is going to provide everything you need exactly when you need it. You understand me? I desire for everyone to learn, recognize, and know who and what they are and how to operate in it. This is a time for us to get with it, y'all. Time waits for no man, and shit is getting bad. And those that live in the United States, we truly have no idea what is going on right before our very eyes. And they want you to be distracted by the nonsense. Don't do it. I told y'all a month ago that Diddy nonsense was a distraction. And guess what? We ain't heard too much of nothing about Diddy. And that nigga is still on free ground. You understand what I'm saying? The next distraction was Donald Trump. And these charges, that man is still able to run for the highest office in the land. Do not be distracted. Get on your post. Habakkuk 2. Get on your post. Wait for your instructions. Write them down and make them plain, and wait for the appointed time. And know that all things work for the good of those who are called by the Most High, and that has taken that assignment seriously. I tell you again, time waits for no man. And these spiritual streets are nothing that you want to play off in. Be mindful of anyone, again, who comes to you offering us to cast spells and to bring back past loves and do this and do that. If a person wants to leave, let them leave. And if you find yourself in a state to where you're desperate and you're begging and you don't want them to go, you ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Especially if that person mean you no good. They're of no service, no assistance. They just dead weight. Ask yourself, why are you holding on so tight? If a person want to go, let them go, and then you work on yourself from the inside out, and you prepare yourself for that next individual that you cross paths with. You understand? Ooh-wee. Just hold on. I speak this to myself. Just hold on. Be patient. Hard times don't last always, but in times like this, you need your faith to guide you through. And the Most High will give you a word to carry you through. With that being said, I'm not going to hold you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you who've taken the time to listen to this video, even a portion of it. If you feel led to leave a like, a comment, or subscribe, I'm always thankful and grateful, but only if you're led. You know, I force no one to do anything. And with that being said, whenever you go to listen to these readers, use your discernment. Everything is not going to always be peaches and cream. It's impossible. That's not the circle of life. That's not how it goes. You will always have ups and downs. It's not what you go through, but how you go through. Be mindful of the individuals that just always want you to leave a like or leave a subscribe or comment this or comment that. In real life, they get their algorithms up and they get them more likes, more views, and more money. As bad as I need the money, I ain't gonna front. You understand? I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the souls. Because I know there's individuals that truly want it. They truly need to find a way out. And there is a way out. But it's going to take some work, baby. It's going to take some work, and it's going to take some time. But it all works out for your good in the long run. With that, I'm going to close this. Again, I thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time to listen. Be blessed, and I'll be back again.